So just coming in for a landing in your body, letting go of whatever's happening next, whatever happened before, landing in this moment in sensation, feeling what it feels like to be you in your body on planet Earth today. Uh, Blowing your schnozzle, allergy season. So let's start. I just want to get this thing totally set up before I get really into chabbing. Okay. Okay, we're just gonna go. Rub your hands together, getting some energy in there. We're gonna start with the lymph flush, then we'll do a little bit of breathing, but not really breath work and movement. Right hand to your left collarbone, getting in there, subclavian vein, where the blood is returning to, so the lymph returns into the blood and it filters out through your body. So we want to open up that pathway. Same thing on the other side. We're going to go through this kind of fast today. Yawn, move your body. I've got one finger above or two fingers above, two fingers below. Don't work too hard on your body. Find some gentleness coming in around the angle of the jaw. Relax your jaw, a little bit of freedom in your head. Maybe just gently turn from side to side, not jamming your fingers in there too much. Again, being gentle, looking around, taking in the environment and seeing the light, seeing the colors, seeing the shapes. Take it in a non-judgmental way, giving your brainstem the information that you are safe. Taking it down 2 inches or an inch and a half below your clavicle. Should be a little indentation in there. Circling around in there, K27 points. Try going in both directions with that. You could like expertly switch hands, or you could just do one hand in two directions. And then we're going to do a thymus thump, a little Tarzan. Squish up your face, open up your face, move it around. Let's take it back into our face and just do this little point right next to your nose. Next to your nose should be a little indentation right in there. Gentle, not jamming your hands in there. Feeling into the flow of your body and feeling into the movement in a way that feels good. Shake it out, shake it out. Right hand to your left armpit pec. We're really going through here fast today, but just because I know one of my people has to leave. So, and then the same thing on the other side. Big bunch of lymph nodes in there. Let's come in for Cisterna chyli. So here's my bottom of my ribs, just down from that, a couple inches above my belly button, or depending on how long your torso is, in and up with that. Just a little pulse in and up. And we're going to do some deep diaphragmatic breathing with that before we go down to the next place. So in through your nose, out through your mouth. Let's just do 10. No breath hold. Just shake it out, bounce, bounce. Relax your face into the inguinal fold, front and, or sorry, between your pubic bone and your hip bone. And then taking it down behind the eye of the knee. Maybe a little bending and straightening as you're back there. And then just gentle bounce, jump if that feels okay in your body. Don't jump if it's too much. Let it go, and spirals. Twisting, looking around behind you. See all the way back there. Use your breath. What does it mean to use your breath while you're spiraling? Just stay present with your breath. So feeling what's going on in your breathing. Maybe taking some sighs, letting go of excess gripping in your body, excess tension. And then let's come in, take a big breath in. We're going to bring our hands together, bend our knees, stick out the butt, take it all the way down to the floor, surrender, and roll it back up. So I'll show you sideways, arch to the ceiling, hands together, bend your knees, take it all the way down, connect to the earth, roll it up, rounding your spine. Knees can stay bent. 2 more of those. Up, bend your knees, stick out your butt, stick out your chest, take it down, curl, rolling it up. So it's kind of like a big undulation. Taking it down. This is our last one. Surrender and roll it up. And then let's do some undulations. Let's go from the bottom to the top. Doesn't have to be big. Just sending a wave of movement up through your body, finding your breath. And then see if you can send it down, head through your body, initiating at your head, waving it down, head, chest, pelvis, knees. So, right, when we do that, we have to think differently. Like to come from the bottom up feels one way, to go from the top down feels another way. And let's take it down to the floor. And on the floor, we're going to go onto our butts and just roll across one butt cheek and then the other. Really gentle and easy. Think of your weight pouring down, and it is, right? Water is kind of going down that way. Tissue is going down that way into your butt and giving you a massage between the floor and the fluids in your body. Massaging out your hips and glutes. Very gentle, very easy, user-friendly. User-friendly time in your body, not trying to smash it, jam it, force it, but being present with and kind. We're going to take this into a big spiral, up, take it down. Push the floor away, going kind of slow, reaching through space, shifting it to the other side, and take it down. So in this version of this today, think maybe of working for an even flow as you go from side to side. So it's not jerky at all. It's really smooth and gentle, moving from side to side. Maybe not your most effortful in terms of I'm going to work all my muscles, but really I'm going to bring my body into coherence and cohesion as it works together. Working in this really even flow, trying to make the movement as fluid, unjerky from side to side as possible, surrendering down to the ground. Taking your time, using your arms, using your legs, using your whole body, letting it go. Really coming into presence with the exercise so that you're just with the movement, moving as fluidly, as easily as possible from side to side, coming down. Last one. This time we're going to take this one all the way down to the floor. So I am down here. I'm going to put my bottom arm down, and then I'm just going to roll onto my back. And we're going to keep this going. You might need to adjust yourself. So I'm going to put my bottom arm down, roll, and then I'm going to come up to that side. Bottom arm goes down, slowly rolling across. I'm going to let my feet travel across as easily as possible, and then coming up. Bottom arm goes to the floor, supporting my fall as I go from one side to the other, pushing the floor away. Again, working for the smoothest possible flow as you're going from side to side. Smooth, easy, gentle flow. Keep going. Adjust my camera a little bit more. And if you want to make it a little bit more exciting, as this arm goes down, the other arm is going to go up over your head. This one will follow, circling over your head, coming up, pushing the floor away. Mobility training, being able to get to the floor and off the floor easily. But very gentle, very fluid, very let's say soft and effortless as possible. Let the effort just be in maintaining this even flow of movement. Last one, we're going to take it down and stay down there. And let's just go with, I feel like I'm just wearing layers, and so I feel all bunched in under here. Let's just drop the knees from side to side, loose and easy. So again, we're not moving to add more tension to our muscles. We're moving to add more flow to release pockets of tension or little armoring or little holding patterns so that our body can be healthier. Cross it all the way over. You can bend your knee, just reaching across. Spiraling. Feel what's going on in your spine. Oh, here's the Lord of the house, Lord Gaylord. He was a very good cat last night. He was the least annoying cat. I think they sort of take turns. Usually Squeaky Deaky steps up to the plate to be the most annoying cat. But last night, Peapod was really just bringing her A game. She's very awkward and kind of, we call her a binkerdink. She's 100% binkerdink. She kind of gets in there, pokes around, and like she like headbutts me really hard. Like she can push me with her little body, and that's like her affection. Press up. And this happens not normally, but last night in the middle of the night several times. And then on top of that, she wants to clean me. It's like, oh, oh, there's the squeak. The other one. And change direction, go the other way, circling, feeling the relationship of this smooth circle, your femur heads, your thigh bones coming up into your hip socket, all the little intrinsic muscles around your spine, around your hips, just having a chance to rehydrate in whatever way feels good for them. Hamstrings, back, and butt working. If you've been flying, this exercise of getting your pelvis up, opening the front of your hips, working your back is a good one. Let's take it down to the floor, hands on your knees, easy circles with your knees. Letting this massage out your lower back. Breathing. And then change direction, go the other way. And from there, let's take a happy baby pose, imagining that we are happy babies, wiggling around with a happy baby quality. What does a happy baby quality feel like? I don't know. We are all slightly different. So feel into your own happy babiness. And then just gently, let's roll forward and backward. It doesn't have to be big, but if you feel like, oh my God, I really need to move more, feel free to stand up from here. And if this forward backward hurts, roll side to side instead. We're going to get there in a minute. Rolling through your spine, massaging through your back. We're going to change it slightly. So you're going to roll it back into your plow. Put your hands on the floor and then slowly roll your spine back down to the floor. You can touch your feet and then a little bit more energy, push through and slowly roll it back down. Staying on the floor, healing down and up. Two more. If this hurts, don't do it. If it feels good, do it. Listen to your own body. Last one. So for me, a lot of the tightness in my neck and shoulders happens because my hamstrings are so open. So it's very easy for me to fold over. I'm not getting the kind of stretch that other people get in that tissue because I can go forward. So this plow, this position upside down really helps because normally if I'm doing a hamstring stretch, I'm just down there. I'm not getting that stretch. All right. So everybody's body is different. Every day is a different day in your body. Don't expect the same things from it every day. You have eaten different things, you have seen different people, it's a different day. The temperature, the weather, it's all different. All right, let's stretch our legs out down below us. Flex your feet. And move on to my mat. Take a little heel rock. So you're not really flexing and pointing, but you're digging your heels into the floor, going up and down. If your heels are sliding along the floor, pull your socks off your heels or get onto a mat so that it can stick. See if you can send a ripple of movement like a wave up and down through your body. Let your head and neck relax, rib cage, lungs, and heart, getting some movement, diaphragm, organs jostling and jiggling. And then let that go. Turn your legs in and out. Flex your feet, actively flex, reach through your heels, arms up over your head, look towards your fingertips, and then like you're putting on a shirt. Inhale. Open, stretch it out. Exhale as you come up. Inhale. Open, exhale, inhale. Lengthen your body, exhale, inhale, exhale. Imagine that you're breathing with your whole body, not just your lungs. So it's like your lungs are connected out to your fingertips. Your heart is connected out to your fingertips. And then relax, just drop into the floor. Turn your head from side to side, relax your neck and jaw. And let's change direction. So flex your feet again, looking down towards your feet. Inhale, open, like you're taking off a shirt. Big circles with your arms, feeling this massaging out your scapula on your back, curling up, lengthening down. Last one. We're not going to do as many on this side because I want to flip us over. So let's come into a ball, roll onto your side, push the floor away, come up, and we'll flip onto hands and knees. Let's take one leg out behind. You're going to push through your heel and you're going to arch. So I'm pushing through my heel, I'm arching, pushing back, and then I'm going to come over the top of my foot and curl and round, pushing down into the top of my foot, pushing down into my hands. Reach back with your heel, arch, come forward and over, push and curl, rounding your spine. Reach it back, and then pressing down. Reach it back, press it down. Last one. Reach it back, press it down. Switch it to the other side. Pushing through your heel, reaching back, stretching through the calf, back of the leg. Come over the top of your foot, push down, curl and round, scoop up. Reach it back and arch. Push through your heel. Come forward, scoop and round. Reach it back. And push down into your foot, push into your arms, round your spine. 3 more. 2. Last one. Taking it in, both knees are going to go back a little bit, circles with your hips. Reach into the back space, and then drop your pelvis towards the floor. Hello, buddy. Change direction. Take it back into a child's pose. Walk your hands to one side and your butt just slightly over to the other side of your heels. Surrender, let go, drop your head down. Walk it over to the other side. Same thing, just a little shift of your butt. And then come in. We're going to come up. You could do this from your forearms, but I'm going to do it today from my hands. And I am going to I'm going to come onto one side. So this could be a forearm plank. Could it be a forearm plank? That would be your forearm plank, right? If it's up on your side, your leg is more underneath you. I am going to take this arm and circle it, following my hand with my eyes. Inhaling open, exhaling close. Rib cage, lungs, heart, scapula. Nice gradated rotation in your rotator cuff. That means that the bone of your femur is gently moving through that ball and socket joint. Change direction, go the other way. Take your arm up over your head, lift up your leg. You're going to flex that foot, take it forward, take it back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, and back. We're just doing 4. We're not trying to kill ourselves with that. Push the floor away and come up, flip it over to the other side. Right, just activating enough to feel it, but not going for any kind of big old burn. Here we are on the other side. Circles, following your hand with your eyes, rib cage, lungs, and heart moving. Feeling that whole upper quadrant, long and luscious. Change direction. Which upper quadrant? The upper quadrant that's circling, like this whole area. Good. And then take your arm, take it up over your head or up to the ceiling. I'm going up over my head. Am I going to the ceiling? It's going to be easier to balance with that arm going to the ceiling. Oops, this is the direction I need to go. Forward and backward. I think I did it this way. But maybe I didn't. I'm imperfect. I'm making it up as I go along. Feeling what needs to happen. 2 more. Last one. Good. And calm down. Let's come onto our butts and cross one ankle over your knee, or you can do this on your back, just taking the figure 4, surrender down, breathe and relax. Big breathing, breathe as big as you need to. Always make sure that you don't rob yourself of the depth of your breath that is necessary for the moment. Breathing in, taking it in, releasing and letting go. And then coming up, foot on the floor, spiraling, twisting, looking around behind you. And we're going to come back and change legs. Go the other way. Other ankle crosses over, take it down. Breathe and let go. Soften and melt. Inner body softening, letting go of the armoring, letting go of the inhibitions, the inhibitory patterning that is unhelpful. Some of it is helpful. Don't let go of that. But the stuff that you're ready to let go of that is good to let go of that. Little extra tensions that you might be holding on to. Not might be. Don't let go of the ones that you are holding on to. Bring it in, come up and spiral. The more that we feel into our body, the more that we can be present with our body-mind system, the more we can notice, oh, I'm holding this extra tension, or, oh, that makes me angry, or like what, I get riled up, or, oh, I really relax with that. Like notice all that stuff and act accordingly. If something's making you angry all the time, change the situation or change your reaction. Sometimes we get riled up about things that really, there's no point in getting riled up about. We can't do anything about them. It's not about us. It's somebody else's thing. Right. And yeah, we want to try and, I heard a great thing. It was a quote from Nina Simone yesterday. And she said, I think freedom is the absence of fear. Freedom is the absence of fear. So when we can feel that, even just for a little moment here and there where we're not gripping, that's not freedom. This is not freedom. That's more freedom, right? Letting it go. All right. Gotta love Nina Simone. Let's take it down onto our side. Again, this time it'll be a elbow and knee. Inhale, lift, exhale, spiral, inhale, open, exhale down. Inhale, press it up, exhale, twist, Inhale, open, exhale down, up, twist, open, down, 2 more, up, twist. We're going for ideally 5 or 6, down, last one, up, because we're gonna do one more thing, open and down. We're gonna do this little sort of gesture pose. So bring your feet in so that they're underneath your butt, hand up to the ceiling. You're gonna press up and down, going 1, 2, 3, 4, just 5. Take it down, swing across your butt to the other side. So we'll do 5 of each thing. Sometimes having more variety is a better workout than like really blasting into one thing, especially as we age. Like we don't necessarily need to blast our bodies at this point. We've probably built up a fair amount of muscle, and maybe finding more ease within our body is a better way. Having said that, it's also good to do some really intense hard stuff, but you don't want to do that every day. So inhale up, exhale spiral, inhale open, bring it down. Inhale, twist, inhale, lower, up, spiral, open, down, up, twist, open, last one, up and spiral, open, coming down. Same thing with a little gesture, up and down for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and take it down. And let's take it all the way onto our backs again. Laying down on your back. Let the floor receive your weight. So really drop into the floor. We're going to do a little bit of theta breath, soft hiss, exhale, and a little free flow movement with your spine and your arms. So the interest again is letting go, finding flow in your body. If you come across tension, see if you can soften it. We're not trying to make a hard effort on this. We're trying to make it very easy, very fluid, very delicious. So we're opening up. When we really are in tune with our body mind system, it's much easier to be in the world in a healthy way. We're not, oh no, that thing, I got to control it. I got to fix this. Oh my God. But we're like, okay, that's what's going on. We have compassion for other people. We want to help. We still want to do things, but we aren't trying to control the whole situation. We are letting it happen. That's a weird way of putting it. I'm going to stop talking about that. We have compassion, we have empathy, but we aren't wholly responsible for everything going on in the world. We're part of it all. All right. That just made me stressed out. Okay, let's let it go with some theta breath. Big breath ins. Letting the steam go. It's like we're slowly deflating the tire of aggression in the world, in our bodies. Softening into health, softening into flow, softening into releasing stuckness. And there's 2 real patterns I'm working with. One is head tail, like freeing up my whole river of my spine, river of my nervous system, so that there's freedom. Our nervous system is routed through our body. Often it's traveling along through the fascia with a bundle of lymphatics, arteries, and veins, right? It's all often these pathways are traveling together. And sometimes nerves join up with other nerves and then they separate. I just was on Gil Headley's nerve tour, which was amazing. Integral Anatomy, Somanat, Gil Headley. Cannot recommend his work enough. He's amazing. And I've had the fortune to study with him a little bit. So we want to think of like free flowing the whole system. With that soft exhale that will down regulate us into a parasympathetic state, rest and digest, soothe and settle. And I keep doing this mudra, the fingertips touching. I don't know why. It just feels really good right now. So listen to your body. If your body wants to do something, let it do that. So the patterns that I'm working with, one is this head tail pattern. Free flow of the head tail pattern. Let it have some undulation, some mobility. It doesn't have to be that you're moving in a symmetrical way. It could be very asymmetrical. And then the other pattern is this core distal pattern, center to edge, center to edge, right? Just awakening that. If we just work with those two patterns on a regular basis, head, tail, core, distal, we're going to keep a lot of integrity in our body. Allowing your movement to be as effortless as possible. So it's like we're just moving with curiosity. It's sort of a little inquiry practice where we're just seeing, what if this? What if that? Although for me, there's not a lot of thinking. It's just movement bubbles up, feels good, then something else happens. Maybe there's some noticing, like we're conducting the underwater sea choir or the underwater orchestra, right? And the underwater orchestra really is our head, our heart, and our guts all working together in harmony, playing the same song in the same tempo, right? That is coherence in our body. When our body is working in a coherent manner, we are optimizing for our own health and also for the health of those around us because we entrain with other nervous systems, right? When we spend time with each other, we start having similar flows. One more funny thing, rolling from side to side, just let yourself roll. And this is an interesting thing. Everyone who lives in your household, whether it's an animal, even think plants, but there's some part of this microbiome that we share, right? So if you are living in a household with a dog, a cat, several cats, other people, you're sharing the microbiome. Some part of it, some part of what's going on in your system is all happening to everybody in the group. Because we can't like you can't avoid it. You're in the same space. All right, let yourself come up. We're going to come all the way up to standing and play with this a little bit more. So it's the same idea of this free flow movement. But what I want you to think about is that you're just pouring yourself from side to side and we're trying to work with sort of an even flow. So there's not a lot of time changes. It's not shifting from quick to slow and then popping up with this or that, but just even flow of movement. Imagining kind of like we're moving our chi in our body, our energy, so that it flows freely from place to place. Our nervous system has the capacity to move through our body without adhering to things, right? And how do we get that to happen? By finding ease, gentleness, spiraling, shifting our weight. We can play with some spirals. Weight shifts, like you're pouring your body of water and you're allowing your body of water to move, not from a sort of bones and muscles perspective, but from a flow perspective, where you're moving with one flow, you're moving with another. On this note, I am doing another embodiment or movement for meditators course. So for people who've spent some years meditating in any tradition, but bringing it into movement so that we can bring it into our own embodiment. But this particular course is really about embodiment and flow. So taking it in so that we are in coherence with our whole body mind system and playing with different types of flows. And that is going to start on October 8th. I'll put a link in the description eventually later today. October 8th, yeah. And this is 2024, just in case you don't know. All right, let's inhale up, open, and exhale. Drop it down to the floor. Let your head and neck release. Inhale, blow it up to the ceiling. Open, lift. Exhale, take it down. letting go. Inhale, opening up to inspiration, opening up to the heavens, coming down, composting, planting, whatever you need to do with that earth energy, grounding your energy. Inhale, opening up, finding that lightness, transcendence, bringing it down, connecting to the earth, connecting to the planet. Last one, inhale, up, open, reach it out. Exhale, take it down, plant your energy, stay there, and just shift around down there. Bend one knee, bend the other. Not trying to stretch, not trying to fix, not trying to, but just moving gently so that there's a flow moving through your body in this sort of quadruped position, hands on or off the floor, however it works is fine. And then come in, roll it all the way up, and one last big breath in. Lift and open, have a moment of gratitude. The more I go into like these states of like flow where I'm participating with my system and the world, especially like if I'm out walking and I just start to notice the environment, it just brings in a whole lot of gratitude for my life and for the people in my life and the people that support my work and the people, the cats, the nature. So offer yourself that throughout your day that you can go out and just check out the environment, check out the sun shining, the air, the water, whatever it is. Plants. Like there are a lot of plants in my room right now. You can't see, but a lot of the plants have come in from the outside. So there's some of the plants in the room coming in for the winter. And then of course we have him, Mr. Gaylord. Anyway, so that's the tour of what you actually don't usually see in this room. Um, Most people have all their bookshelves everywhere, right? I got a lot of bookshelves, but they're in different places around the house.